morning. I just got back from yoga, about to make breakfast, and since I'm pretty known for my protein oats, I figured that I will show you how to make them. I feel like my recipe is delicious. I've been eating protein oats every single morning for at least the past 2 years. I do not get bored. There's never the need, in my experience, I don't ever feel like I need to have anything else. I was actually gonna have breakfast today with a girlfriend of mine that I went with. We went to yoga together, and we decided not to have breakfast because she had some other plans. And I was already thinking about having my protein oats for lunch if I couldn't have them for breakfast. So you can only imagine how much I actually love them. I also have some really ripe bananas, so I'm gonna use one of them, and as well as blueberries. And let me show you how to make them. They're delicious, I promise. You will not regret if you actually give them a try. You will probably be obsessed as I am. All right, let's get to cooking. So the first thing that we want to do is put the oats. I usually do half a cup of oats. I don't really measure the water that I put in here, but I would say it's around 2 cups. I don't put it all at the same time, but I do want to show you. So I have my oats in here. So now I let it come to a boil, and after it comes to a boil, I add the cinnamon. You can actually add the cinnamon now. Don't judge me. I use a ton of cinnamon. You put as much cinnamon as you like in your oats. This is before I cook them, and after I cook them, I add some more. So you just want to start stirring a little bit. It's gonna look like super watery, and I'm gonna show you in a second. But that's completely normal. Because once it comes to a boil, the water is going to reduce a little. Alright, once it comes to a boil, you should actually turn it down to medium, because then you might have a little disaster like it's happened to me in the past. You see it's super watery right now. Let me stir it so you can see how watery it is. Feels like you've added too much water, but it's not too much water. I'm going to show you the end result so you can see. You gotta trust the process, because if not, you're gonna have your oats sticking to the bottom of the pot, and we don't want that. So we're just gonna let it boil for a little bit. It's now in medium heat. You're just gonna let it sit there for a couple minutes. If you've been following me for some time, you know that I usually use frozen blueberries. In the past, what I've been doing is just pouring, I put the blueberries frozen. Since the oats are actually hot, it's okay, because then they start melting slowly. And I like the contrast of both of the blueberries being cold and the oats being hot. So I just turned off my coffee, by the way. But what I tried this the other day, and it was so delicious. I grab a handful of blueberries. I put them in just a small bowl. I put them in the microwave. I add a little bit of sugar. You can add some lemon if you want to, because you're gonna make this sort of like a jelly. And then you put that on top of the oats, and it is such a game changer. And I also add a little bit of cinnamon. So this is what we're gonna do today. I do want to tell you that because it's been changing the way my oats taste. They're so delicious. So little hacks here and there, and it's also it's good to change things up just a little bit. I'm not the type of person that will change a lot in her breakfast, but I'll take a small tiny change. So it's been a couple of minutes. It's still boiling. Now the water has actually evaporated a little bit. So the second thing that I do is I add my egg whites. All right, so for the egg whites, we're gonna use half a cup as well. We're gonna use half a cup of the egg whites. Now that it's been reduced, not 100%, I still have a little bit of water in there, but it's not as much as before. I like to stir them before I actually add the egg whites, just a little bit, just to make sure that there's nothing sticking to the bottom of the pot. And I just do half a cup. A lot of people do it slowly. I think that if you stir quickly, they won't become scrambled eggs, which is not what we're looking for. It's actually not nice to have scrambled eggs on your oats if that's not your intention. It's not our intention today, so you stir for at least like a minute. Make sure that everything blends in together. You're gonna start seeing how the color of the oats actually change. They become like more of a whitish. Yeah, they look whiter, and obviously I have some brown because of the cinnamon. But you're gonna see the consistency and the color change. We're just gonna stir for a couple more minutes and get to the next step. I do want to mention that I'm having like a couple of issues with the camera right now, so that's why I didn't record it. But it needed a little bit more water, so I put it under the sink, and then I added more water. Also, I have the blueberries here, so I put them all in here. I'm gonna add a little bit of sweetener. This is what I'm working with. You can use stevia, you can use whatever floats your boat. That's what you gotta do. So I got this one. I'm just gonna add a little bit on top, and I'm gonna put it in the microwave for maybe like a minute, and you're gonna see how it comes out. It's gonna be delicious. So I'm gonna show you exactly how much I'm gonna put. Around a teaspoon. That's as much as I'm gonna put in there. I just put it right on top, and then I'll stick it in the microwave for 1 minute. Okay, now we have this watery consistency. It's not like super watery, but it's not super thick. That's when we're actually gonna add those are my blueberries. This is the protein powder that I love using for my protein oats, which is the Snickerdoodle. It's either this one or the Cake Pop. Not all protein powders are great when you cook with them. Some are just meant to use cold because they just change flavors when they're like under heat. And this one is halfway, half casein, and it just works really, really well when you're actually cooking with it. So that's one of the reasons why it's my favorite to make my protein oats with. I do use another brand for my afternoon or midday snack. Every time I add the protein powder, I have to add more water. So that's what I'm saying, like, you will have to add it depending on how you like your oats to be like how watery or how thick you want them. I like them super thick, and that's why I cook them with patience. And I add some time into this, obviously. Some people like to do them in the microwave. I love to. This is one of the ways that I show love to myself, by cooking my oats every morning the way that I actually enjoy them. But if you like doing it in the microwave, you go do it in the microwave. If you ever have the time to give this a try, I wouldn't even think about it. So now they're a little thicker, as you can see. Not as thick as I like them to be, but a little thicker. Amazing. I'm gonna give you a little trick. So if you're in a mini cut, calorie deficit, if you're trying to lose some fat and you're in this stage where you're just like always hungry, you can add shredded zucchini to this. Like a whole, like 8 ounces of zucchini will make this like super huge. You can also add a little teaspoon, or not teaspoon, that's way too much, but a little bit, like an eighth of a teaspoon of xanthan gum, or you can use baking powder. It fluffs, it makes it thicker, and it gives you this idea that you're actually eating more. You can also add cauliflower. Make cauliflower rice, which is just like boil the cauliflower. I like to buy it natural and just boil it. I boil it, and then I'll like I'll put it in the food processor, and then I'll add it in here. So it's either zucchini or cauliflower. I'm currently not doing that right now. I'm just eating my oats as they are. This actually needs a little bit more water, but whenever I do find myself that I'm like more hungry, I could definitely do that, and it'll be like a huge bowl. This is already a really big bowl, but I'm used to eating like, you know, big plate. Okay, so I thought I would show you, if I add a little bit of xanthan gum, how much I would add, because this will make you feel more satiated, but it can like inflate your stomach in a way that would just like make you feel uncomfortable. So don't add too much. I think that's like more than plenty. Just add it on top, and then just let it sit there for a little bit. We have it on 4, so it's like less than medium heat. And I want to show you, because I already have my blueberries. They've obviously melted. And let me just put the lid on this. Let it sit there for a little bit while I show you. So you can see the juice. Look at that. So obviously I'm mixing it, but look how pretty this is. Beautiful. So you have this like natural syrup made out of like natural blueberries. And this is also a good hack if you're trying to have like, I love cream cheese and like jelly, or like peanut butter and jelly. Let's just say you don't have any sugar-free jelly in your house. Put some fruit in the microwave. Add a little bit of sugar, add some lemon, like a couple of drops of lemon or a squeeze of lemon, whatever makes you happy. And then make your homemade jelly. Spread, jam, however you want to call it. I know the jam's different because it's like more like, it's more like a jello, I believe. If I'm wrong, let me know. So we have our oats here. I'm gonna plate them so you can see the consistency. You can see the amount of oats. It's a pretty big plate. Then I add a whole banana, as you can see. I don't always add a banana, but I bought bananas and I don't throw away food. I usually either put them in the fridge, but I've been in the mood of eating bananas lately, so definitely add them. All right, check this out. It's so freaking pretty. Honestly, that's one of the things that I always say, like, you have to enjoy your foods in order for you to stay consistent, whatever that looks like for you. Some people don't like oats, and that's fine. Some people don't like certain things, and I don't think you should eat them. People should eat what you like. Unless you tell me I only like Doritos. Well, you need to start liking other foods. But here we go. Whole banana going in. And I know that the presentation is not at its best, but I'm being completely real and honest of how I eat it. I'm not trying to make it look prettier because I'm recording. That's one of the things that I see a lot of people do, that, which is nice. It's always nice to see things, you know, when people try to make them pretty. But I want you to understand exactly what I eat. I'm not going to add anything extra that I don't eat on a regular basis. I did already put my disclaimer in on the banana, but I eat the fruits that I buy. So that's what it looks like so far. Some cinnamon. And add a little bit of syrup, just a little bit. That's it. That's it. This is so nice. I love it. So good. I can't tell you how good this is. It's so nice to be able to enjoy your breakfast as much as I enjoy mine. I hope you do the same. Let me know if you give it a try. This is by far my best creation ever, to be honest. And I'm pretty well rounded in the kitchen. Like, I can cook just about anything. My cakes are amazing. This is amazing. I cook pretty much everything. And this, I could say, is my best dish. Cheers to that. That was hot. I'm gonna regret that. Ouch. All right, I'm gonna finish this. And then I'm gonna have a meal prep later. And I'll bring you along with me. I'll make it another video though. I just want this video to just be strictly focused on, because I mean, why wouldn't you? They're just so freaking perfect. I hope you're having a great day. I hope this video finds you well, and I'll talk to you later. Let me know if you have any comments. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll link everything below. I'll put the recipe below, all my social media. So if you want to get a hold of me, you know where. Love you. Have a great day.